these wheels are somewhat worn. This one is fairly good. You can just see what they call a double flange starting to form. In other words, when this was turned out, this came from the last time it was put on a big lathe and they would turn a proper contour. You've got the flange and the tread. That this was tapered down slightly in this direction, which keeps the wheels centered on the rail. As the brake shoes wear against here and on the rail, as it runs on the rail, they tend to wear down this way and get what they call the start of a double flange. This one isn't too bad. I think this one shows it maybe just a little bit more. We thought, well, should we have these wheels turned or replaced? And we've decided we don't think we will for a couple of reasons. Initially, we looked at that and we thought, gee, that's pretty thin. There isn't much left. We really probably can't turn this down anymore, because when they do profile a wheel on a lathe, they'll just come in here with a big cutter and it will take off as much as a 1/4 inch, and you can see there'd be very little left of this. So considering the amount of time that number of miles that this is apt to run over the next 1,000 years, we don't think it's really necessary to do that. These wheels have a little bit of an interesting contour. On the back of them you can see some spokes-like things that are cast, and that's unusual. So there's no point in making problems for ourselves. So the wheels we're going to leave as they are. The axle should be fine. The axle collar, which keeps the motor in line over there against that wheel, looks okay. Now, so we would remove that, and then we're left with two essential things. One is the truck frame itself, and then the other is the brake mechanism, which is hung from that. This is what they call an arch bar truck. You see a bar which arches like that. It's a very simple thing. It's not meant for comfortable riding so much as it is the springs help the truck conform to irregular track configuration. There are some springs in it. There's a coil spring here. There's a leaf spring here. The leaf spring holds the bolster. The bolster is this thing that goes right across the car here, and it goes up and down as the track of the car bounces on the track. There's a center bearing. This is the female, what they call the truck center bearing, and then there's a matching male part that sets down in that's on the car, and there's another bolster that goes on, which is part of that's fastened to, that goes across underneath. The truck has this frame which goes all the way around on top, which everything's bolted to. It has these big things called transoms. They're quite large channel, half-inch thick, I believe it is, and about 10 inches, half-inch by 10 by 4 inches. And that's the major structural part of the truck that holds the whole thing together.